Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I'm here with my October polish pickup video. So the theme for October is sidekicks, and all of the makers did an incredible job, as they always do. These polishes will be available for pre-order from October 7th through the 10th. I always have to think about it. I will include the specifics down in the description, but I'm really excited to show the polishes, so let's just get into the swatches. I'm gonna go in alphabetical order. The first polish I've got is Bee's Knees Lacquer You're My Best Man, and this one is inspired by the Bee's Knees Lacquer team's favorite vampire familiar, Guillermo de la Cruz from What We Do in the Shadows. And this one is described as a deep red base with gold to green to blue shimmer and ruby light reflective glitter. I don't think I mentioned in my intro what the theme is for October, but it's sidekicks. So this polish is absolutely beautiful, as you can see, and I would recommend doing a layer of glitter grabber and then a layer of glossy top coat. I was lazy and only showed myself doing one layer of top coat, but I've actually got 2 layers in this video so you can see how smooth it gets when you use the 2 top coats together. And you can also see how sparkly and beautiful and shifty this polish is. I actually wore this for several days, and here I'm actually wearing it at a Florence and the Machine concert. The lighting was really good, so I had to show it off. And I'm back at home just showing off literally how it looks like blue and green in some angles. This one was very entertaining. I think this is it in the car. It just looks good everywhere. Next up, we have Clionadh Cosmetics Pegasus, and this one I would describe it as a light, almost seafoam green base. It's definitely some kind of shade of green. My brain is not able to come up with the exact color for it, but as you can see, it starts off really sheer and it does require 3 coats to build up. There are also some color shifting flakes in here that shift through purple and green and pink, and they're just really nice, as you're going to see in my, finger dance kind of shot. So yeah, build it up in 3 coats and use a good glossy top coat to bring back the shine. And this one, yeah, it's a really interesting shade of green. I actually don't have really many greens like this in my collection, so it's a nice one to have if you're into those colors. And as you can see, the flakes shift very nicely, so they catch the light really well, and you can see sort of purple at the more extreme angles there. Hopefully you can see what I mean in my video. Next up, we have Cuticula Meowgical, and this one is a dark blurple base with an intense orange to green to gold shifting flame and small hollow flakes. So this one is super beautiful, and yes, that shimmer is very, very intense, as you can see. So this one covered really nicely for me in 2 coats. I imagine some people might want to take it up to 3, but I personally thought it was good in 2. And you just want top coat, obviously, to bring out all of that beautiful shimmer and hollow. But this shimmer, as you can see already, is like popping off my nail. It's beautifully shifty. It doesn't get lost in the base. And I just really love this one because I love purples and I love a good shimmer. So this is definitely giving the best of both worlds. And here it is, just sort of on a cloudy day. You can still see how beautiful it is. Moving on, we have Girly Bits, and this one is inspired by Garth from Wayne's World, and this one is described as a pale blue with gold to copper shimmer, hollow flakes, blue flakes, and gold hollow micro glitter. So this one builds up really nicely in 2 coats. I personally liked how it looked in 2 coats, though I imagine some people might want to take it up to 3. There's so much going on in this polish, but it all works together so beautifully, and it will not be difficult to remove. I had no issues with removal. For some reason, I thought that the blue flakes were glitter, just because they're very uniform, but they're not, they're flakes. So good news for people who hate to remove glitter. So this one is so pretty and so sparkly. I was super happy that the sun came out when I swatched this because I could show it off, and you can definitely see how intense that shimmer is. It just complements the base so nicely, and I love it. Here is Glisten and Glow. This one is called Piglet and Pooh Friends Forever. And this one is described as a piglet pink crully loaded with various sizes, shapes, and shades of pink glitter. Neon pink to darker pink glitter make this shade perfect for Piglet himself. But this one is so cute because it's inspired by Pooh and Piglet and their friendship. And I just love Winnie the Pooh. So I really like this polish. And the other offering from Glisten and Glow this month is their glitter grabber, which I love very, very much. It's probably my favorite glitter grabbing top coat. So you apply a coat of that, let it dry for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then go in with your favorite top coat. I'm using the Glisten and Glow top coat here because I find they work really well together, and apply that and let it dry. And then you end up with this incredibly smooth gel-like finish to your glitter polishes, which is just fantastic because I need to have smooth nails or it kind of drives me mad. So here it is in 2 coats plus 1 coat of glitter grabber and 1 coat of glossy top coat. And now we're skipping way ahead in the alphabet because apparently I don't have anything between G and P. This one is called 10,000 Years Will Give You Such a Crick in the Neck, and it's inspired by the genie from Aladdin, which is a great inspiration. And this one is described as a navy blue base packed with flakies that shift through aqua, teal, blue, and purple. And this one is mind-blowingly beautiful, as you will see shortly. But it has a really good formula in the meantime as you watch me build it up. I do think it looks best when you build it up in 3 coats because it just sort of deepens the base color and also gives you more of those beautiful flakes, which are incredibly glowy. So this won't be difficult to remove, but you do want a good glossy top coat in order to make it shiny, or you could wear it matte. It would look super, super good matte. So here it is out in the sun, and obviously it looks really good. But the money shot is when you see it out of direct lighting, and you can also catch that purple shift. Like, look at this right here. Is this not the most beautiful polish you've ever seen? I am completely obsessed with it. Next up, we have Painted Polish, and this one is called The Witch is Back, and it is inspired by Sarah Sanderson from Hocus Pocus, and this one features a champagne mix of gold and silver reflective glitters, pink galaxy holographic glitters, and micro holographic flakes in a dark vampy jelly base. So this is perfect for Sarah Sanderson. I love Sarah Sanderson, and she would definitely wear this. So this one is obviously going to dry down with texture, so you want to use a glitter grabber. I'm using Cuticula Quenched here, and then I let that dry and then apply my top coat for a very smooth and glossy finish, which I absolutely love for a rich vampy polish like this. And as you can see, this just looks like the most delicious kind of like rich vampy polish ever. It looks so good in the sun, and it looks so good basically in any lighting. I'm just a sucker for polishes like this. And here it is, so you can see the reflective glitters under flash. It just looks so good. And this is Polished for Days Friend Like Me. And this one is also inspired by Genie from Aladdin, which I love. I just love that movie, so I'm here for that inspiration. Great sidekick. This one is described as a blurple base with blue to purple shifting shimmer and hollow flakes. So this one has an amazing formula. Obviously, it's Polished for Days. They make the best polishes. And this one builds up really nicely in 2 coats. I don't think anyone's going to need more than 2. And this one's really going to surprise you when you see it in different lighting, you really will get that purple shift to it. So 2 coats plus top coat, and there's so many beautiful hollow flakes in this. I just really love it. Again, thankfully the sun was out so I could capture this in all of its glory, and here I am moving around. You can see all of those beautiful purpley blue shifts. This one kept me very entertained when I was wearing it. Here we have Sassy Sauce, and this one's called 2 Snaps. So this one is inspired by Thing from the Addams Family, which I love because I loved that show as a kid. This one is a gray base loaded with a strong green to blue to pink to purple shifting shimmer and similar shifting ultra chrome chameleon flakes. So this one I recommend building up in 3 coats. It covered pretty well in 2, but I just think it got more opaque by the time I put the 3rd one on. The flakes in here are incredibly shifty, as is the base. This one really surprised me when I saw it in different lighting, so hold your horses and get excited to see how shifty this one is. So 3 coats plus top coat, and prepare yourselves because I don't know if you're ready to see how shifty this polish is. Like, whoa, were you expecting that? It's almost orange at some angles and then purple. It's just an incredibly shifty polish, and I really, really love it. And last but certainly not least, we have Angel from Wildflower Lacquer. And this one is a dark apricot base with pink to gold shifting shimmer. And this one was created in memory of Taylor's dog Scarlet, who recently passed away. So this one, every bottle, $1 will be donated to Free to Live Oklahoma, which is a local cat and dog sanctuary. It's a really beautiful tribute to Taylor's dog, who I know she loved very, very much. So this one I think is perfect in 2 coats. It has a really good opaque formula, and it definitely dries down dull, so you will want a good glossy top coat to bring back the shine. And this one has a really nice shift to it. It's just a really pretty and elegant polish. I don't have really any colors like this in my collection, so I'm happy to have it. And yeah, here you can see the yellowy shifts to it. It's really hard for me to pick my favorites this month because I loved pretty much all of them. Honestly, every single polish that I shared is worth picking up. Every single one is beautiful in their own right. In terms of my personal favorites, I would have to say that the Bee's Knees lacquer is so beautiful. I wore that for a few days and it's just so shifty that there's like pretty much almost every color of the rainbow in it at some angle, so it's super beautiful. And I also really, really love the Paint It Pretty polish. The flakes in that one are incredible and it's so shifty. I just really, really enjoyed wearing it. And I'll say that the Sassy Sauce like blew my mind with how shifty it was as well. So if you're into shifty polishes, then do not miss that one. So let me know in the comments if you're planning on picking any of these up. Let me know what else is on your wish list. I haven't even started to think about mine, but I know there's going to be a lot because it's a really good month. As always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can like it and subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.